Welcome back to my channel. I'm Will at Eurovision Online, and the second semi-final has just taken place at the Pala Olimpico in Turin. We have our qualifiers going through to the final, and we have 8 other acts that have missed out on a place this year. Also mentioned to make for Spain, United Kingdom and Germany, who were represented on tonight's show. Before I discuss the qualifiers, I'm just going to recap those entries who tried but failed this evening. And the first of those was Israel, Michael Ben David. And I have to say that his behaviour during the show left a lot to be desired. I don't think a singer should make their way towards the hosts and start hogging the limelight. Don't think that's fair or professional, and I certainly wasn't impressed to have seen that. The song I Am was fun, had a lot of confidence about it, but it just wasn't enough this year. The Georgian entry, Circus Mircus, quirky, zany, different, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibes was mentioned on the UK commentary, but unfortunately for them, the shortest song of the year has also not made it through to the final. They also weren't there last year. For Malta, Emma Muscat, following on from Destiny last year, unfortunately it wasn't her night and she hasn't advanced to the final. I Am What I Am was the song that was changed from the original song. Malta are such a proud nation when it comes to Eurovision. There will be a lot of disappointment felt there after tonight's result. San Marino, they threw everything at this. Achille Lauro, cages, catsuits, the bucking bronco, you name it, it was there. And the reception in the Pala Olimpico was massive. Italy were not voting tonight. Clearly enough support wasn't there to see them through to the final this year. Cyprus had been on a fairly decent streak of performance since Fuego in 18, but that streak has ended as Andromache has not qualified to the final. Perhaps a back to the drawing board will be required there in terms of what they're going to do for next year. Vocally, there might have been a little bit of warbling going on tonight, and certainly in the jury final it wasn't her strongest performance. Ireland, what can I say? Brooke gave it her all, but in the field of players tonight it wasn't enough. Ireland haven't been in the final now since 2018, and that continues for this year. North Macedonia, after the exceptional performance in Tel Aviv for Tamara, Vasil didn't qualify last year, and now Andrea and Circles hasn't qualified either. It's a shame because obviously there's a lot of time, effort and energy put into Eurovision in North Macedonia, and even if there are flag scandals involved, she hasn't made it through to the final. Montenegro had been absent from the contest in 2011, and they came back this year with hopes that Breathe with Vladana would get them through. But I'm afraid those hopes have been dashed tonight as they haven't secured a place in the final. And so those are the unfortunate 8 who haven't made it through. But now let's have a quick recap about the successful qualifiers. Rock from Finland has worked again, and the Rasmus from Finland are in the final on Saturday night. Serbia, Konstrakta, she's done it. I was getting texts from friends asking me what was this about, but it's about health, it's about hand washing, and it's about looking after yourself and your mind. And Serbia are in the final this year. Azerbaijan back in the final this year. Nadir definitely seemed the most nervous he had been in all of the rehearsals tonight, but he's made it through, and so we'll be seeing him again on Saturday night. Sheldon Riley gave a soaring performance of Not the Same, and I was quite confident to expect that he would be heading through to the final. He'll be there with his mask on Saturday night. Stefan for Estonia and Hope. There was a great feeling around this song tonight. The audience were getting into it, and they were following his every move as he made his way from the B stage to the main stage, jumped over the water and back to the B stage. It's a good song, it's catchy, and we all need a bit of hope in our lives. Urs is in the final for Romania. The rip-apart shirt and the PVC trousers did the trick. I think this one will have people dancing all over Europe and beyond when they tune in for the final. As to how it will do, We'll have to wait and see on the night. I don't think there was any question that Poland were going to qualify. Ochman is in the final, and having had experience of hosting the junior contest, Poland would certainly be a contender for staging the final next year if the votes go their way. Jérémie Makiese for Belgium, and miss you. The coolest guy in this year's show, straight through to the final. I was on the fence, I didn't know if this was gonna do it, but the performance on the night, the vocal, and how cool it came across, there he goes, straight through. Been looking forward to seeing him again. No question, Cornelia Jakobs for Sweden, Eurovision Song Contest finalist, most definitely. And the performance tonight was the best that it's been in all of the rehearsals that I have seen from Turin. There have been camera issues here and there, seeing the crew at times, her microphone wasn't working in the second rehearsal, many problems, and even up to this afternoon's dress, it wasn't quite there. But tonight, when it mattered, it all fell into place, and Sweden back in the final, where they generally are. And last but not least, I'm happy to say that I voted for them tonight. We Are Domi for the Czech Republic, Lights Off. It's such a great track. I'm going to be listening to it between now and Saturday night. And lastly, a quick mention for Spain. Chanel appeared on stage and we got to see a clip of slow-mo. The reaction is incredible in the Pala Olimpico for Chanel. And on Saturday night, it is going to be huge. It's definitely going to be exciting. For the United Kingdom, Sam Ryder is the greatest contest ambassador the UK has had in more than 2 decades. And the feeling is definitely much better from the UK towards Eurovision this year. The interest is there. And he's going to do much better than last place. Spaceman is a terrific track. And the good part about it was it wasn't even written for Eurovision. Can't wait to see the performance on the night. And lastly, Malik Harris for Germany. He has been consistent with his performances in the rehearsals. It's coming across really well, and I'm wishing him all the very best for Saturday night's final. So there we have it, semi-final 2 and 3 of the big 5 from Thursday night's show. The next video you'll see on my channel will be the recap of the final, when we'll know who is taking home the trophy and the title winner of the 66th Eurovision Song Contest. If you like this video, please do like and let me know what you thought of the second semi-final. That's all for now. More Eurovision Song Contest soon.